Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a day in my life, but it is a day in my life as a book girly. So we're going to be doing all things that have to do with books today, anything you can think of. As you can tell, I'm ready. I'm putting on my jewelry right now because we're going to go out. What are we gonna do? You could probably guess. We're gonna go to Target and Barnes & Noble, obviously, to look for books. So the reason we're going to Target first is because the books are cheaper at Target, but usually Target doesn't have like every book that ever exists. So I'm gonna go to Target first, see if any of the books that are on my radar are at Target, and I'll get them there. And then if not, we'll go to Barnes & Noble. I want to go to Barnes & Noble either way, even if I don't get any books. So yeah, that is the plan. So once I'm done putting on my jewelry, we're gonna go and do that. And then I also have plans for this video to do when we get back from Barnes & Noble and Target, which that's gonna be a long process, but I'm excited for it. Stay tuned for that. But first thing is Target. I also want to get a coffee at Target, so that's the plan. Okay, so I just parked at Target. I'm not gonna bring my camera down because I don't want to vlog with a camera in public. So we're gonna record with my phone. We're gonna go inside. This is the plan. We're gonna go look at the books first. And we're gonna go there. Someone's next to me. We're gonna go look at the books first. And then after doing that, we'll probably buy the books and then go to the Starbucks that's in there. And then leave. I need to go to the mall, actually, that's right next here, to return some stuff, and then we're going to go to Barnes & Noble. Let's go inside and do that plan that I just told you guys. I want to make sure no one's looking at me, but I think I'm gonna get these. I was gonna get this book, but I want to go to Barnes & Noble to get this because they have the cover in red, and it's like the Barnes & Noble edition. So we're gonna wait to go to Barnes & Noble to get this book, but I think I'm gonna leave here with these. Got the Starbucks secured, books secured. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick Target haul before I leave the parking lot. Somehow coffee got on my bag, so I'm cleaning that so it doesn't dirty my car. So first book might be a surprise, but I got the first book of the Akatar series because I really want to read Throne of Glass, and I'm sure you don't have to read this series to get into that one, but I still want to read this. So we'll see if I like this book. If I do, then I'll buy the rest of the series. If I don't, then I won't buy the rest of the series. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. So I got the first book. Then I got Maybe in Another Lifetime by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Every time I read one of her books, I felt so much. Like, if you guys don't know, I loved After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I loved One True Loves, but I think I did like After I Do much more. I really want to read this one. It sounds like it has a good like storyline, and I just love how she writes stories. So I really wanted to get this book, so got it. And then I got Ruthless Vows because I did just read Divine Rivals and I need to know what happens, so I got this. I knew they were gonna have this at Barnes, but I definitely wanted to get it at Target because it's cheaper at Target. Yeah, those are the 3 books I got. I'm happy with my purchase. Now I'm gonna go do something really quick, but right after that we're going to Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna eat my croissant too. I feel like Starbucks is like such a book girl thing to do though. There's literally a Starbucks in Barnes & Noble. So good. Off to Barnes & Noble. It's really windy, but I have arrived at the pretty Barnes & Noble. I read this book this month. Stay tuned for my review. book yet. So I don't know if to get the second one. Because everyone tells me as soon as you finish the first, you're going to want to read the second. But what if I don't like the first? I think I'm just going to wait. Okay, I moved parking spots because someone was just sitting in their car next to me. And that was not going to happen. So I got 2 books. It was like some of the books were like 50% off. Like buy one, get 50% off. Get one 50% off. But I'm pretty sure the ones I got weren't that deal, of course. So all I got was If Only I Had Told Her, the book I went in there to get, which I'm happy I finally did. And then I got The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I actually have been wanting to get this book ever since Sarah read it because she like loved this book. I'm happy I got it. It took me forever to find it. I literally couldn't find it. I had to ask someone like, oh, do you guys have this book? Because I couldn't find it anywhere. And then they were like, oh yeah, it's right back here. But it was all the way in the back, like hidden. Those are 2 books I got. Let me lock mine. I think that was a car that was parked next to me. But those are the 2 books I got. So I got 5 books in total today, which I'm happy about. So exciting. So now we're gonna go back home and do the rest of the stuff we're gonna do for this video. Okay, hi guys. So I'm back home now. I'm gonna put my books on the shelf. I have to find a spot for them, meaning I probably have to rearrange a lot of what's going on here. So we're gonna do that. So I just put all the books up. I put the books that like have the same author, or like are in the same series together. Like If Only I Had Told Her, I put it right next to If He Had Been With Me. I put Ruthless Vows right next to My Rivals. And then the rest of the books I just put up here, like the books that didn't fit anywhere. This shelf in the middle is like bigger than the other ones for some reason. So I put that one there. Oh, the Taylor Jenkins Reid book I put down here with the other books that I have. That was easy, it didn't take that long. But now that I'm looking at my board game TBR thing right now, I have to switch out the ones that I got. I have to switch out the Inmate and what is this? Cruel King, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because I picked these in my last TBR video. So I have to switch these out and put a new book on there. Which honestly, I'll probably put like one of the books I just got so that I could be getting through my TBR. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So now what we're gonna do, which is probably what I'm most excited for, is to update my reading journal because I have not touched this. I have not touched this since I started it at the beginning of the year. So I have a lot to update. I have to update books I read in January, books I read in February, all of that. And then when April comes, I'm pretty sure in my April reset, I will decorate it for April, but I want to do January, March, and February. Some things I do have to update is the 24 books that I read in 2024 and the monthly reading thing. So we're gonna do that. I don't really know how I want to color this. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of color code it. I'm gonna color the books I read in January with a yellow crayon. And I'm gonna use how I do it on Notion, on like my Notion. So January is yellow, February is red, March is green. Obviously I need like more months, but when I get to April, I'll figure out the color for April. But for right now, I'm gonna color the books I read in January. There was only one book I read in January that was on the 24 books to read in 2024, and that's The Inheritance Game. So I'm gonna color that right now. In February, I read 4 books that were on my 24 books to read in 2024. Okay, and then for March, I was gonna color in like the books I've read so far, but so far I haven't read any books that are on like here, except one that I'm currently reading, which we'll talk about later because it's a very exciting book. But that's all. That's what this looks like right now. Now we're gonna go to the monthly reading, like the books read each month. And we're going to fill that up. I'll just do it in blue since like the page is blue. Okay, so that's what it looks like for January and February. Big jump in February, but March, I'm not done reading yet. Obviously, it's only March, what day is it? It is only March 25. I'm just going to do this in my April reset too, I think. So far, I have read 4 books. So yeah, But I'm in the middle of 2 right now, so hopefully I should be reading at least 6. My goal is 7 though, because I do have another book I want to read. So yeah, I'll probably be ending up reading the same as last month, if not a little less. But we will see, and we'll get back to that. Okay, I'm gonna try and go find like ideas for what I want to do for the rest, because I know I need to start like January, like do a page for January, and I want to do like all the books I read in January with the rating. Then I don't know what else. So I'm gonna just look for ideas, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna print the book covers like this, so I can put them in the book with like the rating, the book title, the genre, how many pages, whatever. I'm gonna put all of that. So I'm just gonna print them out first. I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see. But I'm gonna print those out, and then I'll decide what I want to do for like the cover page, like where it says the name of the month, because I still don't know how I want to decorate that. But I'm just gonna start with the easiest part first, which is just to print the covers. A few actually. It's been a long time. I took so long doing this. It's currently it's almost 5 o'clock. But I finally finished everything I wanted to do today. Everything else I haven't finished, I'm gonna do in my April reset when I have to go back to my reading journal. But the last thing I showed you guys was this. I just filled this in, and then I saw something on Pinterest that I thought was so cute. So I thought before I started like doing the monthly spreads, I wanted to do this, which is just, it's a book of the year. So every month it's 12 boxes in the first like column. You pick your favorite book that you read every month. As like time goes on, you pick the favorite book from those 2 months. So technically I could do these 3, because this is like my favorite book from January, my favorite book from February, and then which one of those did I like the most. And then when I finish March and April, I could decide between those 2, and it just keeps on until the end of the year. But I think I'll probably do this when April is over, because I want to sit and think about like my favorite books. So yeah, I thought this was so cute, like such a cute idea. It also helps for like at the end of the year when I want to do like top 10 books that I read this year. I could literally just pick from these, but it does help to look at this and see like what my favorite books of the year were. Then the next page is my January spread. So this is what it looks like. I just did something simple, and then I only read 2 books, so it only took up like 1 page. It was Just My Type and Inheritance Games. Warning, my stars are so ugly. It was taking me so long to do those stars, and it's not like it got better in the other pages. It got worse. Like, I really can't do a star. I can only do a star that's like continuous, not the one that's like like, no, I can't do that. Yeah, the stars are a little ugly, but if you look at it from afar, it's cute. And then I added like a few little stickers, and yeah, that's January. Then I did February, so this is what that one looks like. I just did like a bunch of lollipops, and then I was gonna do the books on this page and then on the back, but since I read more books in February, I wanted it to be like all the books on one, you know, page. So I just put this month's book reads are, so that I could have a page that was used up. But then the next page is all the books I read in February, which from afar, again, it looks so nice. And I'm very happy with how it came out. Obviously, when you get close and you see these horrific stars, it gets a little ugly. But and then basically, if you're wondering what I put like here, I just put the title, the genre, the amount of pages it had, and the rating. That's what that looks like. 7 books in February. And then my March spread came out also so cute. Also saw this on Pinterest. My cursive is so bad. Like, it's actually so bad. And then you could tell in February it's a little wonky. Oh, I was trying to do it here, but then it wasn't coming out right, so I just ripped out the page and did it again. But yeah, my cursive is a little bad. That's what this March spread looks like. And then I did my March TBR. I didn't do it for the other ones because I didn't have a TBR, but I'm gonna start doing this. So it came out really cute. I just basically did it the same how I did my 24 books to read in 2024, it kind of looks the same with the table and the books. So I did have 5 books on my TBR, and then at the end of the month, I will like color in the books I read. So yeah, that looks like my cactus actually came out so cute. But yeah, that was the last page I did. Obviously, I'm gonna come back to this and, like I said, put the books I read in March and do all of that, update this. So yeah, I'm so happy that I finally did this. I've been wanting to do it, and I just like kept putting it off, kept forgetting. I never had time to do it. But since I'm on spring break and have so much time, I decided now was the time to do it. I'm so happy that I finished that. And yeah, that is one of the last things that I was going to do in this video. But last thing I'm gonna do is gonna be a little later in the mood, you know. We're gonna read a book, obviously. We can't do a day in the life of a book girl and not read. So that is the last thing we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna be reading a great book that I'm so excited to be reading in this video. Obviously, I'm not gonna finish it in this video, but you guys are gonna see, you know, me reading the best book of all time. So see you guys when we're reading. Hey guys, so it is now 10:30. Did not know it was this late, but I'm surprised I'm not even sleeping right now. I've been in bed for like an hour probably, just on my phone. But the book I am reading, this thick baby, this is literally gonna be the biggest book I've ever read, ever. In my entirety of reading, this is the biggest book I've ever read. And I'm currently 200 pages in, a little more than 200 pages in. This book is like 700 something pages. This is a little intimidating, but my goal was to read 100 pages every day. Today I didn't have time. Yesterday I didn't have time because I was in the pool. And Saturday I didn't have time either. I've been a little off on what I wanted to do. And I was going to read 100 pages tonight too, but I don't know if I'm gonna last that long reading because I am, you know, a little tired. It is a little bit past my bedtime. So technically if I read 100 pages, I'm about to start chapter 24. I would be on chapter 39. So that's not that bad. I'm guessing the chapters are like a little short, but we'll see how into the book I get if I don't want to stop reading, or maybe I just get too tired and I just want to sleep mid-chapter. I don't know. I'm just gonna start reading. My thoughts on this book. I really thought that I was gonna be like disconnected from the world because if you guys don't know, the Magnolia Park series is my favorite series, my favorite books of all time. And I was a little scared because it had been a year since I read those books. I was a little scared that I was just gonna be like disconnected from the world. I wasn't gonna feel the same because I did read those books like a little back to back. And as soon as I was like a chapter, 2 chapters in, I was already back into the world, back obsessed with these characters. And yeah, and honestly, something that this book made me realize is that as much as I hate to pick a favorite, I think my favorite books in this series are the Daisy Hates books, which honestly shocks me because a lot of people like actually, I don't know, I hear people say different things, but I used to think Magnolia and BJ stories were my favorite, which this is Magnolia and BJ, but every time they say Daisy's name, Christian's name, Julian's name, my heart drops. It makes me want to read the Daisy Hates books again because I loved those. And so I think like after reading a few, you know, chapters, pages of this book, I'm like, maybe I like the Daisy Hates books more. Doesn't mean that I'm not liking this book. I'm loving this book. I love Magnolia Parks. I've given all the books 5 stars. But if I had to pick a favorite, I think it might be Daisy Hates. Hate to say it, but I think it's true. Yeah. Those are my thoughts. Of course, I'm loving it, and I'm so scared to finish this because I'm not, like, you're telling me after this book, I'm never gonna hear from Magnolia and BJ again? Like, no. There's just no way. I'm gonna have to reread those books until I die because there's just no way. Crazy. But, yeah, I'm gonna try and read as much as I can today. Hopefully I read 100 pages. Don't know if I could do that, but we'll see. I'm gonna start chapter 24. Really cold in here, but I stopped reading literally right now because I'm getting tired. Reading that last chapter was a struggle. I was falling asleep. It is currently 11:09 and I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna end the video here. Just like to tell you guys a little bit about what I read. I only read like 30 pages. Not much to say, to be honest. Just like I said, every time they mentioned Daisy and Christian, I'm like, I love them. They talked a little bit a little bit about Julian in like the first chapter I read like today, like from getting back to reading, whatever. The first chapter I read today, they talked about Julian, and that was the most they've talked about Julian in this book. So I was like, oh my god. Not much to say since I didn't read much. I'm loving the book. I can't wait to finish it, but I'm also sad that I'm gonna finish it. I don't know, it's like bittersweet, but I'll probably let you know when I finish it because I am doing a vlog, like a weekly vlog, so stay tuned for that. But hopefully I finish it in that video so I could talk about it. But also I'll have my wrap up soon. It'll be up soon, so yeah, stay tuned for all those videos because they're coming up. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I did. I had such a good day today, like doing everything, like book. I got new books. I got to update my reading journal, read Magnolia Parks, like literally the perfect day ever, and it was amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post my next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.